Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for The Woman King, my movie review. I'm speechless for a lot of reasons, but let me say this first, okay? Um, Look. I have been waiting to see this movie. I was happy to go see this movie. So let's just discuss what I thought the movie was, what it wasn't, what it could be, what it shouldn't be, and everything in between. Okay, but y'all know first things first. If you have not done so already, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a JayBird, and that. Okay, do not forget to follow me on social media, on IG, and also on Twitter. Y'all know to like the video, comment in the comment section, and also hit that share button. It is greatly appreciated. Okay? Hi. So it's 2 a.m. Well, 2:21 a.m. 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to see The Woman King today. Well, yesterday. Um, I want people to support this movie the same way we support the Black Panther, okay, the way we want to support Little Mermaid, okay. I feel like, Viola Davis and the other actors and actresses in the movie did amazingly well. I was surprised that there was like maybe only 15 people in the theater, okay. Now, while I went at 3 p.m. on a Friday, okay, middle of the afternoon, I'm hoping later on in the evening and on the weekends, it will be theaters filled with people, but the movie was really worth it. Okay, that's why I'm speechless. Okay, um, great acting, great scenes, great cinematography, a lot of great things. Okay, so I have a couple photos. Okay, that I want to show because to me, it's just something that we need to support. Okay. Now let me start with I want to give you the whole experience. Okay. Starting with the previews, okay, that was playing with the movie. Something else that made me speechless. Okay. I don't know whose idea it was to be like, oh, yeah, these are the movies that we should premiere and show trailers for before The Woman King. I was kind of shocked, okay? Out of the like 5 or 6 trailers, I only like 3. Okay, the other ones, I was like, no, not today, okay? So the 3 trailers that they played that I liked during the movie was Wakanda Forever. Okay, we looked. It made me cry. It made me tear up because I'm like, damn, Chadwick Boseman's really gone. It's gonna be covered in the movie, and so that was one great trailer being played. I thought it made complete sense to play the trailer for Wakanda Forever, considering you know what the movie is, okay? Also, Teal, okay? Now, even though I always say, certain stories do not need to be told over and over, Teal, which is the story of Emmett Till, it seems like this may be from a different viewpoint. I like how it was showing us the making of the movie, the reason for the movie, and when the director or somebody said, in this movie, there will be no depictions of black people being, beaten and mistreated in that way because that has been told over and over. So this is a different way to tell the story of how strong, the mama was and whatever. And the woman who plays the mom, I always remember her from when she was on Tyler Perry's The Have and the Have Nights, The Have or the Have Nots. She played Quita. I was like, that's Quita. Oh my god, okay. But seeing their preview for the movie and just seeing the understanding of the explanation of why it's being made me say, okay, I'm going to go and see Till. I was not going to go see any Emmett Till movies ever. I don't need to see it at all. But I want to see this because of how they explain it. So I think that was another great movie to show us. Now, Devotion. The reason I put in Devotion, okay, is because Jonathan Majors, who's in it. I love him. Okay, I love him. He plays a pilot, honey, in the army back in the day, and things that happen and whatnot. And I'm gonna say, go see. Why? Because I like that man in the movie. I am still pissed. Okay, that Lovecraft County was not renewed. It did not come back, and we did not get to see him again. Okay, but he has been in other movies, other things. He has a lot of things coming up. So Devotion was a great thing for the see. Boom, pow, pow. Okay, now the stuff I said, who said put this in here for us to see? Okay, because y'all know I like to protect my spirit. Okay, a movie called Pray for the Devil. I said, y'all see, I could not even put up uh, um uh, uh, um girl wrong side, could not put up a trailer picture because I was like, no. No, pray for the devil. I was like, no. Even the people, the 15 of us who was in there, was like, that's a no. When the movie trailer ended, you heard everybody, and they always say, nah, bruh, they ain't. No, we're not going to see that. You know, I, it was like an exorcism type of movie, and I was like, no, why is this here? This don't fit the bill. This should not be what it is. Okay, now they also had a Harvey Weinstein movie called She Said. Okay, and it shows the depiction of the reporters who did the story on what he did and all of that. I might go see it, but I wasn't too pressed or whatever. I do think the story should be told and whatnot, but I was like, he did it, forget him. Okay. Another trailer called Don't Worry, Darling. It reminded me of a kind of weird, uh, it reminded me of Get Out mixed with Stepford Wives. Okay. Get Out mixed with Stepford Wives. Okay, it's white people in the neighborhood. Something ain't right. Somebody is possessed with something. There's things going wrong, and it's weird stuff. I don't know. I was like, no, no, thank you. I'm good. Okay, so that was a no. Okay, then there was a quick preview, a quick short preview for some movie called The Smile. I said, what the fuck is this? First of all, when I seen a white man sitting on the bed by himself smiling, I said, no, no, ma'am, no, sir, no, thank you. Okay, so that was a no. And then we had the Whitney Houston biopic trailer. Let Whitney rest. We don't need another movie about the life of Whitney the Houston. We've seen it all. Okay. So that was also a no for me. Okay. So again, the trailers for the when I went to see the Woman King, those were the trailers that I saw. I'm like, I they need to fix that. Okay. So anyway, let's get on to the movie, okay? So the Woman King, the 5 stars, okay, was mainly these people right here, okay? Now we all know Viola Davis is playing the main character, okay? And I did not know anything about the Woman King, the homies, okay? Everything over there, and in Africa, I think the country where they were now is called like Benin, or whatever. So, going to see the movie, I based it solely on the trailer. It looked interesting and I wanted to see it. Now, I have seen a couple of reviews from people who were reviewing the movie before seeing it, and I said, that's stupid. Okay? Uh, the trailer does give a false narrative, kind of, sort of. You do feel like the point of the movie is the white people is coming, let's kill them all, okay? And that's not fully the truth. Partially, but not fully. Okay, we're gonna let that be. So the people in the movie who name I'm pretty sure I'm gonna mess up, okay? But again, go see the movie and you can get the names yourself, okay? So Viola Davis, who plays Naniska, who name I know I'm slaughtering, Nawi, uh, Izoji, Amenza, and then King, the King, okay? Played by John Boyega, Sheila, Atem, Lashana Lynch, I can't pronounce her name, but you see it there. Okay. They are the main characters in this movie. And when I say each of them played their role amazingly well, now John Boyega, for me a little bit, he was a arrogant ish king. Not in a bad way, just in a I like how he played the role, but I was like, you got a little ego, sir. But I mean, he's king, okay? So his role kind of made me laugh in a good way, not a bad way, in a good way, okay? It made me smile a little bit. Um, Sheila Atim was the quintessential best friend to Viola's character. I love how they watch out for each other. I love the little jokes between each other. It was the one scene where someone said to Viola Davis' character, wouldn't you go back to save, Sheila's character? She's like, I would stomp on her face in a foot race if I had. So it was, a little funny thing. And she was like, did you do what? Y'all run on my face. What? So they were old friends. Okay. Now, Azoji, and I know I probably, but I've only seen the movie once. You cannot expect me to know how to properly pronounce these names. So leave it be, okay? Now, Azoji was the perfect big sister to Nari, okay? It was cute how if you have not seen this movie, there will be spoilers. If you have not seen this movie, there will be spoilers. Leave. Do not comment in my comment section while you say spoilers, because it's a review of a movie I'm hoping you all see. Okay. If you do not want to hear any spoilers, leave. Get out. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, I caught myself before I spoiled something. When Nawi's character is brought to the kingdom because her punk ass father could not, sell her off to marry some old man or whatever. He gave, take my daughter. She would not be married. No one will want her. Here, I don't want her anymore. Okay. And when Azoji said, I don't want to be married, and get beat by no man, and her seeing Nawi be so strong willed, I was like, I hope they friends, not enemies, okay? So it was great seeing the bond grow between those two characters. Viola, who is the general, the head of the, King's Guard, basically, and they all kind of, follow behind her. She played this role amazingly well. I was happy that her accent wasn't crappy. Sometimes people who be in the movies or whatever with an accent that they ain't got and it sounds stupid. She didn't sound stupid, okay? She had to be very rough and tough. She has to, rule with an iron fist, but not like she ain't beat nobody, whatever. But even her having to be honest with the king who trusted her word or whatever. Now the king had many wives. Okay, many, 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 many wives. But the main one wife, wife number one, the fact that she kind of did not like the fact that Viola's character was favored by the king because she's the guard. She saved his life and all these things. So even seeing the jealousy of a wife with the head general of the army, I was like, okay, this is some stuff. Now, the movie itself, okay, again, the preview made it seem like it was about, the white folk coming. I mean, a white person came, he ain't leave, okay? But for the main part, we see the army, which is all women, warriors, okay, around here, cutting heads off, killing people and killing them dead, okay? But even the camaraderie between them, how they are all there. They don't have husbands. They don't bear children. They are within the palace, but as the king's guards. Now I was reading up a little bit. They said that a part of that was the movie is very loosely loose, meaning little things are implied but not said. Some things are said but not expounded upon or whatever. So now I was reading up a little bit on it. There was somehow, they're the homie, which is in Africa. The warrior women were also wives of the king, which is why they lived in the kingdom, but not women that he like slept with. You know what I'm saying? But that's why they did not have any husbands. And that's what the Google search said. Okay. But again, seeing all of them live in this mansion in the kingdom, practicing, training just as a unit, okay? And the opening scene of them, coming out the bushes, okay, going to attack, okay. I'm like, ooh, they killing folk, okay? They killing folk. What's going on? And how strong they were, how organized they were, and how I was like, okay, they're the good people. Now, some people had issue with the movie because, oh my God, they're depicting them as these great people who did not do bad things. Now, I quickly learned, even while watching the movie, that even though they were killing people or whatever, they were also taking prisoners. I saw that with my own eyes. I said, okay, that's what it was. They weren't this innocent tribe of people who would just, be trying to save everybody. No, they were capturing people, fighting for their kingdom, but also capturing people because they were active in the slave trade. I said, oh, they selling the black folk too? But that is said in the movie. So people who had issue with, oh, they're not showing that they actually, yes, they did. They said it. Okay, it was said. It wasn't kind of implied. No, it was actually talked about in the movie. Now, again, this character, the young girl who was brought there after her father, what I'm saying, gave her away or whatever. Again, seeing the bond grow with her and the girl, her, and in general was great. Okay. Just seeing how Naomi was very much so headstrong, a little bit stubborn, okay, don't listen that much. And she thought she knew it all. The fact that the matter is, when being trained, they said, okay, here's your first weapon, and gave all the girls ropes. And it's like, this isn't a weapon. Okay, cool. Okay, here's a sword. Cut the head off of the mannequin thing. And the fact that she could not at first even hold the sword, where you're thinking, okay, I need a sword. You can't even carry it. You're not even strong enough to carry the sword. And, so her not realizing she wasn't ready, and how she thought the rope could not be a weapon. And then towards the wood at the end of the movie, once she's fighting in the army, because she made it through, her weapon was the rope, was a knife and a sword on the end of a rope. And I was like, come on now. So I said, girl. So it was cool to see how what she thought wasn't actually true. It was cute. It was cute. It was cute. Now I can't think of the next picture I had up. Okay. Oh, again, seeing them train was cute. It was nice. Okay, seeing how they all have to get along, because they are the King's Guard. They're training people to be in the King's Guard. But because they're going to these other tribes and other places or whatever, capturing people, bringing them back, for the women, you have a choice to either stay there and, you know, be a part of the army, or you can leave. Because they always need more folk to be in their army, and you have a choice to stay or go. But because some of the people they captured were people who had killed their own, meaning you want to join my army, but you killed folk from my army, I don't like you. And I like how the first girl was from a different tribe. She's now high up within the ranking or whatever. And she tells somebody who questions one of the newer people, like, you were a part of someone who came with us. And first person said, so was I. Are you questioning me? And she's like, no. She's like, right. So once we all become a part of this, we are all the same. So you can't judge her who's brand new. The same way you ain't gonna judge me because I'm old, but I also came from somewhere else. But once we come here, we are all one. So again, it was like them making a sisterhood, even if it means they are making a sisterhood with people they captured. Okay, now again, they all ran, worked out, killed folk, fought together. Okay, I was like, this is some real shit. I liked it. Now there were other things. The king. The king took over after his brother was gone. Whatever. They are active, very much so active in the slave trade. They are giving the people they capture to the Europeans who come there, who then sell the black folk as slaves to people over in Europe or whatever else. So again, people were making it seem as if, oh, they're making these women out to be, or this tribe, this kingdom out to be something that is not. They're making it seem as if, oh, they're fighting against people coming there to enslave them, and that's not true. It was a partial truth. Okay, we do see a white man come there, okay, with his ship or whatever from Europe, speaking Portuguese or whatever, and we do see how they're coming there to buy some slaves. They're coming there to get what they can get. Like that is not shy away from. It's crazy to see, but I think we always have heard that and knew that from things back in the day. Okay. And while it's shocking to see, I was like, but God damn it, man. At one point, we see Viola's character talking to the king saying, we can't keep being involved with giving black people away, even if we are giving away people we have captured. We can't keep selling them and giving them to the white people. So I wonder if people's issue is, well, nobody really cared about not, doing it because we were in the slave trade for so long. They got very, very, they lived a very comfortable life participating actively in the slave trade. So the question is, did anybody there really want to stop doing it? Now, again, I want to mention how they said that even though Viola's character, who name I can't remember. Is it the Nusky girl? Viola's character and the Nawi girl, their names derive from real people within, the Dahomey tribe, all that. But their story is basically fake. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real life story of them because in this movie, spoiler alerts. When you are in the King's Guard, you can't be with the man, you can't be married, you won't have kids. Well, at one point, Viola's character back in the day was captured. She was repeatedly raped. Okay, and from that, she had a child that she gave up, had her friend give the baby away to whoever. Well, that baby turned out to be Nawi. Okay. And she found that out because when she had the baby, she cut the baby's arm, put a shark's tooth or a tiger's tooth in the baby on the shoulder. And when looking at Nawi, she's like, who would that scar come from? That's weird. Oh, I was adopted. I was an orphan, and my parents said it was the mark of the devil because it came here, which made her realize, oh my God, I think you're my daughter. And she later on told her, cut her open, pull the tooth out. Damn, you my mama? Okay, so that was the whole thing. But that whole part didn't really happen. That was a part of the story. But it was beautiful to see how hard she was on Nawi. And then how she was not knowing it was her daughter, but just wanted her to be good. And Nawi really wanted their respect to be noticed by Viola's character, neither of them knowing they were mother and daughter. Okay, but she had to get her up because, again, to be a part of the army, you cannot bear children. Okay, so boom. Anyway, I know I'm all over the place. Okay, again, we see them practice a lot. We see the majority of the movie is really about them. The movie starts with a big fight scene, murder, death, kills all around. Okay, we see all of that. Um, the rest of the movie runs the pace of just showing them training new people, them trying to figure out what to do, them trying to get out the slave trade. Okay, so the whole movie is not about fighting. It really, really isn't. It's really about the camaraderie between the women, and even the fact that they all live in this kingdom under this king is almost like they have freedom, but they're still under the thumb of a king who sometimes don't listen. Sometimes don't listen, which matched the fact that Viola's character was kind of a king within herself, within the army, and Nawi didn't listen. So again, to me, I was like, that's kind of similar. Kind of similar. Now, we do know for a fact that I'm trying to think if I want to say certain stuff. Um, At one point, Viola has to disobey the king because when people are captured, he feel like we won the war. We won. Those folks are gone. It's fine. You can't go look for anybody, whatever. I'm going to bestow upon you a great honor, and you can't do shit. And she's like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. And then she leaves anyway. Okay. So again, her saying how, her whole life she has these bad dreams and she realized how the big bad wolf is her because she's always hiding from what she wants to do, always doing what someone else wants her to do, but she has to go do things that she thinks is right. What is it? Go find to capture people because when she was captured, she knew how bad it was for her. She did not want that for anyone else. Okay, and I was like, go ahead, girl, do that. Now, again, as I told y'all, white people do come. Now, that's a white man and a black man. Okay, black man name is Malik. I said, not Malik, not a black man, girl. Malik in the 1800s. Anyway, Malik, who's from, I think he's from Europe or whatever. His mom used to live there. His mom was a Dahomey until she was captured, sold, okay, and then he comes back to see the land because his mom died and she wants to be buried there. His father was, her girl. His mom, of course, was black from Dahomey. Father, white man who took her, paid for, captured. Okay, so he's there for that reason. The person he's with is a slave trader. Okay. And the fact that they're kind of on even footing is crazy to me. Okay. I took this picture of when I was in the theater. Luckily, I took a couple pictures. I knew I may not be able to find them on the web. Now, Malik kinda, sorta was fine. Now, this Negro right here, okay, we always have somebody who we can't trust is him. Okay, we don't trust him. No, 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 no. Uh, when Viola's character keeps having these nightmares, these about something coming, she don't know what, she don't know what. Her girlfriends like read some beads or whatever and said it's something from your past. I see fire, like it's something, something, something. Well, this is one of the men who raped her when she was captured. And when she saw him, she instantly knew who he was because she remembered his ear and his earring. So the big bad coming is one of the men who raped her, um, coming now to get more money from the kingdom. They want more slaves to be sold and all the stuff. And she was like, fuck you mean? No, okay, came around there acting like they're gonna give away 20 people for them to sell. And she said, no, you gonna get death. Brought the heads of his men through them. I was like, not the heads. Okay. Again, just an amazing thing, but we don't trust that man. Okay, now he died eventually, but he got all goddamn nerves. Got all my nerves. Now, Malik and Nawi love each other. Not in the way you would think. He told her how he came back to bury his mom. They're like, okay, this is always your home. And because he's with the white man, he overhears the white man talking to the rapist man about going to take the people, the land, and all that shit. So it's a good thing that these two kind of was talking or whatever because he liked her and she liked him. But as a Dahomey, she could not get a husband, could not do the man or whatever. But there was a definite connection between them. First of all, he's cute. Okay, I mean he was naked. Tell me, I like it, but I was happy that he wasn't like a bad guy, okay? Because he could have really been a plant. He could have tried to steal. Anything could have happened, but it was an innocent thing. He liked her. She's 19, by the way. She's not a kid. She's 19. Okay. But the bond between them was cool, at the one point or another, when she was captured, okay, he helped get her away from all that. And he like, I got a boat. I paid for his passage back to England or whatever. And I like that she did not choose to stay with him. I like that she chose to stay with her tribe. Okay, but I like that he helped her and he helped other people be free too. He also helped that white man get killed. Okay, because when a white man tried to take 4 or 5 slaves and escape on the boat when the whole fight happened, he said, "Not on my goddamn watch," and he freed all the black men, who then beat the white man ass and drowned his ass in the ocean. I said, "Come on!" I was like, "Yes, drown him, let him drown." That's what I said, and it did cut. Okay, but again, their bond was cute. Anyway, for the most part, okay, the whole movie was good. Okay, the whole movie was good. Now some folks died, and I was sad. Okay, even chick in the front with the knife in her hand. Okay, next to Viola she had claw nails. She filed her nails to be like claws, and she said because when I'm fighting, I can poke their eyes out. I said, oh my God. But just the sheer will and determination. Again, some of them died. I won't say which one because I was sad when it happened. But the fact we saw one part where Viola was fighting the man, and the plan is, you know, follow the plan. Don't deviate. Well, Viola was fighting the man. Now we stayed behind to help. And she was like, you should never, never disobey. We seen that one thing. We seen when they were training, they like, you should never go back because you going back means you can lose. And we see a scene where Nawi is hurt. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Now when they're captured about to be sold for slavery, and they're about to fight their way out. They're running, running, running. Girl with the sword in her hand is almost getting away, but she turns. She look. Nawi is caught by 2 white men. She runs back to get Nawi. They fuck around and shoot and kill her. I was like, no, no. She dead, and the whole time she died, I'm like, Nawi, run, bitch, run, because she's dead. She came back to get you so that you could be free. Don't just sit there, you run to. But she was so distraught and crying because they became sisters. And she just cried and cried and cried. And then slave people told the black white man, if you want her, you can keep her for, 100, whatever the dollars was. And so he bought her, but he still knew a white man there around here, all somebody here gonna roll, so we gotta leave. Okay, we gotta go. And the fact that at that point in time, Viola is fully aware that she's her daughter. They know their, mother and daughter, whatever. And so Viola goes to get her. we coming to get you immediately. Okay, it's going down. And the fact that I felt like it was like, okay, I gave you away once. I can't let you be sold to slavery. We finna get down immediately. So the story was less about this 100% true story depiction of exactly what happened in Dahomey with the warrior women. It was a slight nod to them that they existed. They were badasses. They do not shy away from showing us they were active in the slave trade. Okay, that was clear. It did not shy away from the fact that they were taking people prisoner to give them away. Okay, that is also clear. So I felt like people who don't like the movie based on thinking it was shying away from that, it didn't. Not it did not dive deep in it, but it talked about it. Yes, my brother was actively in the slave trade. We do it too. Okay, we have these folks here. And at one point, when the white man came to King and said, "Oh, King, because the King was like, we're gonna stop providing y'all slaves." And white man said, well, if you stop that, we can't protect you. You know what I'm saying? And, you will be a poor kingdom about mud. So if you do that, you will not have protection. The king said, oh, you forgot what you were. Because if you think I no longer have protection from you, you no longer have protection from me. And look where you at. I said, let him know. Okay. Because I'm happy that white man died. Um, I want people to go see this movie. It's 100% worth seeing. It's great action. It's some sad scenes. It's some shocking scenes. Even though I told y'all the majority of things, it's still stuff I left out. I want to go see it a second time. I feel like whenever it comes on, demand or on a streaming service or whatever, I want to watch it. I want folks to again support this movie the same way we support everything else. You know, do not, if you thought it wasn't true, it was shying away, it isn't. If you thought, whatever, it's a good movie, good actors, okay? I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna go back. But, okay? Each actor did amazing. Period. Period. Okay, so go see it, go see it, go see it now. Okay, ain't no reason to not see it ever. It is no reason to be, upset about what you think it is or what it isn't. It is great storytelling. It is great acting. It is about camaraderie within your own community. Even about standing up for yourself when somebody else thinks they know better. Because when Nawi's parents thought she should be sold to some old black man who slapped her in the face, I'm like, he slapped her in the face in front of her parent, and the parent didn't do shit. And so she hit the man back. So again, it's like doing what you know is best for you. Viola's character, who the king told her, do not go looking for people of the army who was captured. And she said, I have to go because first of all, one of them is my daughter, okay? And even though, then when they got to the damn compound where Viola character did not know, Navi wasn't being held captive. She was, paid for by but she didn't know that. Okay. But again, other people were being held hostage. And when they said, well, so and so was killed. So and so was killed. Um, but we don't know where Navi's at. And she said, take no prisoners, okay? Burn it all. I said, burn it all down. Burn it all down. And they did, okay? They did. Even the scene where the other black tribe of men, the one who raped her, okay, we were trying to surprise them and take over. And she said, not on my watch. Okay, we're going to, it'll take them a day to get to the camp. We here right now. Let's set some bombs, okay? So then when they already set up camp, we can just set bombs off and get there. I was like, come on, again, great fight scenes, great everything. Really great everything. I really enjoyed the movie. And I do not want folks not going to see it because when you do not support movies with actors who look like us that are great stories to be told, they don't allow us to make more movies. So go see it. Okay. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed my long ass review of The Woman King. Again, I give it, look, if I had to score it from 1 to 5, 5 being the absolute best, the best, I would give it a strong 4. Okay, I would for sure give The Woman King a strong 4. I'm still speechless for a great reason, but y'all let me say this, and what I said was go see it. Okay, gotta go. Love you all. Bye.